Onuoha.
Thank you. Thank you, Jim. I look at what we are doing globally, like imagine your wife in a labor room and it was time for your wife to deliver the baby. You were expecting the baby. And when it was time for the baby to come, the doctor and the midwife said, excuse me, when we were studying in the university, we were told that if a baby is going to come, say, hold on, let me check my library. Let me check the pages of the research, what we were told. And the matron says, Doc, on page 20, you will see that when a baby is coming, the prof says, no, when a baby is about to come, it's not coming from the leg, and you're watching the prof, the doctor, and the midwife theorizing what happens when a baby is coming. And here you are the mother in the labor room, waiting to deliver. And you are listening to the doctor and the midwife, arguing page 5, page 10 of the research paper done in 1920, 1930, 1910, 2018. And if I were to be the husband who has been in the labor room 3 times in my life, with my wife, and I was watching the doctor and the midwife discussing pages of research work. When my wife was about to deliver a baby, I tell you, I will not spare that doctor and that midwife. I will fight them. Because at this point of delivery, it is no longer the paperwork. It is now time for action. And so what happens in the religious family is that most of the times we are busy theorizing and our society is crashing. We are busy wondering who was right or who was wrong. It doesn't matter who was right or who was wrong. The issue is that the society is on fire and we've got to do something. And why do we spend all these years and all these times being scholars, being pastors, being his eminences, his right bishops, and all the imams and sheikhs? All these years, we spent all these years to grow to this level so that when challenges come into our hands, we respond. And we are not holding government accountable in our countries. We are busy trying to run away from being the right wing or left wing. At this point in time in our world, the left wing or right wing no longer matter. What is important is that our world is going through crisis and something must be done. Just a month ago, I come from part of Nigeria where you hardly see Muslims, but there are Muslims, but you hardly see them. But the news going everywhere in that part of the world is how Muslims are killing Christians in some parts of the country. And I got worried about it because I know better than that kind of story. In the social media, in the news, is how Christians are being killed by Muslims. So we put together a public lecture, brought in many young people, thousands and thousands of them, brought in U.S. Embassy, brought in political leaders, U.S. partners into Nigeria to discuss. And in that part of the world, we don't have any Muslim leader. I decided to bring in a friend of mine who is a sheikh, a Muslim leader. And so when I put in his name in the program, my people saw Sheikh Mariah. And they said, Sheikh? Sheikh coming to do what? Sheikh Mariah, come and tell us your experience. And that is Sheikh Mariah that I brought to my part of the country. And so when they saw his name, my people wondered, Bishop Onuoha, what's wrong with you, Sheikh, in this part of the world? My brother Sheikh, what happened when you came? Tell us the story.
In a nutshell, when I visited the eastern part of the country, to tell you the story summarily, the people became so excited. And I also became so excited because ab initio, when I was to go, my people were also
You can now
advising
see
me.
his people, my people. You see the story?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
were advising me not to go because as a Muslim, I could be killed. But I told them I had to go because I'm going there not only as a Muslim, but firstly, I'm going there as a human being. And I am visiting my fellow human beings. And the person who has invited me, I know definitely he will do all that he could to ensure that my life is preserved. So one thing that as religious leaders we need to inculcate in our people, that before they become Muslims and before they become Christians or before they became Jews, they were human beings first. We were all created from a male and female, regardless of any social leaning. So if you visit any community with this in your mind, definitely you are going to build a relationship and subsequently succeed in its consolidation. Therefore, I was so happy when I visited the eastern part of the country. And now, many Muslims who hitherto had no intention, had no passion to visit that part of the country, are now very passionate of doing such because they realized that I went there, I was celebrated, and I came back safe. So really, it was a quite interesting period at that material time. Thank you very much.
In summary, we all have something to do. We can't just wait until it gets out of hand. I believe that if a bishop commits crime, treat a bishop as a criminal, not as a bishop. Until we begin to do it, our society will not be better.